Toyota has 4 tiers. I remember this.
4 segments.
4 tiers.
So you have the Indonesian Thailand spec, which is basically you have to sell 1 million cars a year. So just cut it down, you know, your Answers, your Avanzas,
The Kijang base.
Kijang, all that. I mean, these cars do exist. We cannot deny that they exist.
We shouldn't laugh at them.
We shouldn't laugh at them. Also because my family used to have one. But
I tried to stay away from them for a long time.
My boss has one. My boss has a Avanza. He's very happy in it.
I mean, they're not cheating the customer because they are cheap and they run forever. You know, but they just feel so damn, you know.
But it's very unsafe, right?
It's very unsafe. I have to admit. Safer than the family car. You put 7 people on the family car, you get in trouble also.
Yeah, it's true. Safer than a kapchai.
Yeah, safer than the kapchai. So, you know, it's all relative. Then the second tier is the going up the market tier, which I think...
The Malaysian CKD tiers.
Yeah.
Where a lot of parts are sourced locally. Like our Corolla, our Camry.
The Sienta kind of feels like it. Yeah, there's design, there's a slightly nicer feel. It feels like Toyota put a bit of effort.
Yeah, especially the design language.
So the Camry Hybrid, the Sienta, all have that feel.
That's called the second...
second tier.
Number 2 only.
Second tier.
Then you have the third tier, which is...
JDM. Third tier, so for example, you get your RAV4 from Japan, you get your... what else? I don't know.
Nowadays you don't get a lot of these anymore.
So the JDM market standard Toyota is built to a very high standard.
Yeah.
Material are sourced in Japan. I think it's because you can see especially the difference in the sofa and the cushion they use. The ones in Japan, they are padat, you know.
Yeah.
I think that's a Malay word. What's it?
Dense.
They are dense and they feel... I think that's because in some developed countries, there is no incentive to make subpar product. You can feel it in a JDM car. Their seats are tighter, more packed, and it feels better. So these are just things you can touch. There are so many things you don't touch, that you don't see, and they are built of a slightly higher quality. That's what you get for... This is the third tier. JDM normal Toyotas. Then we reach the ultimate tier.
So every time you see a Toyota
with a special badge,
that doesn't have the same badge as a Toyota, like the Harrier badge.
Harrier has a Griffin. No, Harrier has an eagle.
Yeah,
Harrier
has a Harrier lah.
Is it?
I think so.
Whatever lah. Harrier has an eagle. Sora has a Griffin. MRS has an eagle also.
Mark X has an X.
Mark X has an X. The Crown has a Crown, of course. These are the first tier Toyota. Basically, they are standard Toyota, probably with the standard procedure and processes of manufacturing and assembly. However, a lot more attention were put into them.
Soft materials.
Yes.
Also because for a long time Toyota did not have Lexus in their JDM.
Yes.
So to compensate, they built some Toyotas to a higher standard.
Yes. Like some of this eventually become Lexus. Yeah. So I actually like them. A lot of them were designed very conservatively because their primary target is the Japanese market. But and Japanese aesthetic has never been a strong suit. I noticed that if you compare, let's say, to German or in fact Italian and even British and the French as well, the Japanese are not so strong on aesthetics. But I like it because they are so foreign. They're so xenocentric, you know, because they don't have me in mind when they design this product. They totally are not considering. They're considering a 45-year-old man who earns probably $1 million a year, okay, in Japan, and what taste he wants and what he likes. They're thinking about that guy.
Basically the boss's boss lah.
Yes, and he is fucking discerning, I'm not kidding you. He is very discerning. And something made to his taste well oversuits me in many aspects.
So it's design language and even you don't understand.
Yes.
But it's beyond you.
It's xenocentric. It's just so different from what I'm used to, you know. It's not gimmicky. And I like it, and
it's timeless.
Yes, it is very timeless. I have a Sora, I tell you. Every time we step into so many new cars. We come from 530e, 7 Series, S-Class. We sit into so many luxurious cars all the time. But yet, I have an old Sora at home. The car is almost, what, 10 plus years, 15 years? I still feel the amount of attention, amount of work they put into building that car. And the use of material is just so good. And it is so much more comfortable than many modern cars. I have a very soft spot for this so-called fourth tier.
More than Lexus.
This is, Lexus. You see, Lexus is a bit generic, you know. There's a design language, it's what every European wants lah.
American also.
Every American wants lah. But the Toyotas that are built to this level is very foreign. from your BMW, Audi, and a Mercedes Benz. And there's something special about them. I really like them. The crowns, the Mark X.
It's amazing. Like when I went to Japan for a short while, I got a Crown Taxi, 3.5 liter hybrid. And I got in not expecting anything, and my friend was like tapping my shoulder. This car is gonna blow your mind. I'm like, how can it blow my mind? It looks so pedestrian. And the car started going right, and the car had no sound whatsoever.
It's a taxi, right?
It's a taxi.
Right? Mark X,
Crown 3.5 hybrid.
Which one? The old one or the latest
The current one, the latest one.
Oh my god. Nice.
So quiet. It was like more quiet than an S-Class, more comfortable than an S-Class, but it looks like it's a Toyota. It's like, how the hell do you do that? That is ultimate level Toyota.
It is. I was in JB. I was sitting in an Uber. And the guy, I don't know for what reason, he was using a Mark X. This is a stupid idea. But anyway, I was sitting at the back. The car was a bit cramped for my size, to be honest. But that aside, I was so impressed with the dynamic of the car. The car was beat up, man. I'm not kidding you. It was horribly maintained. But I can feel the dynamic of the chassis when it turns, you know. I can feel the feedback of the road as a passenger at the back. I'm like, wow, this is impressive. A bit nauseating, but
the previous Mark X.
The previous Mark X. It's so cheap, 30,000. Dude, go and get one.
The ground nut lights.
I loved it, and it was. You know why you don't like the looks? Because you were not in their mind when you're designing the car.
No, now I can see it.
Now you see it. It's designed for a Japanese executive earning $250,000 a year. So Harrier has that.
Yeah. This is
the entry level to their
this is the entry level to the 4th tier. You're right.
So I guess Crown NVH is much better than this.
Way more.
Crown is a different level.
Even the Sora is better than this in its NVH level.